The morning commute to work, just time enough to digest the day's headlines.
You may choose to get your early morning news fix electronically. Equally, you may prefer the smell of newsprint, and of course, you would be spoilt for choice. But one newspaper, The Independent, feels there's room for yet another.
And this is their new national daily offering, called simply I. Call it the Indy Light. Its content drawn from its big brother, but the articles are shorter with a more populist approach.
I think there are great newspapers that do entertainment very well in this country, and there are great newspapers who do serious upmarket quality news very well, but there isn't really a paper that brings the two together, and I think this is what we'll provide to people for a very good price.
It's the first daily national to launch in a generation. The last were Eddie Shah's Today and The Independent itself, both in 1986.
Free paper!
But unlike the Evening Standard and the Daily Mail's offspring Metro, to read I, you'll have to pay 20p. With The Independent's daily circulation dropping well below 200,000, it will be vital revenue for Russian owner Alexander Lebedev.
It could be suggested that this is the last desperate throw of the dice, that The Independent had nowhere to go. If this doesn't work, there is no plan B, because we know that The Independent's been revamped perhaps a dozen times over a dozen years virtually. It's tried every which way to find its way in the market.
So has I got the right idea?
Sounds good. Because it's short, simple and it's cheap, 20p.
I think it all depends on whether or not the quality of it beats what used to be the London Light and the London Paper, because I think both of them used to be seen kind of just like rags.
If the I newspaper takes off, the only fear is not that it will attract new readers, but rather entice those away from The Independent, further damaging its circulation figures, which it can ill afford. Paul Harrison, Sky News.